Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Back in it in the 5-minute pool on ICC. Let's get started. So I'm putting myself in the queue, waiting to see who is up. And yeah, looking forward to it. It was a long day. Gonna play some chess to finish the day, and then right after this, I'm going to sleep because it's been a minute since I caught a good 7-8 hours of sleep. In fact, it's been about a week since I caught a good 7-8 hours of sleep. So you always want to get some good sleep Thursday night. You know, Friday's right around the corner, and yeah, it's important. Definitely want to do some big things on Friday. So, anyways, I'm waiting in this queue. It sometimes takes a little bit while to get started. So, what to talk about? So, Tata Steel is going on. A lot of people are asking what's wrong with Magnus Carlsen. I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, he's making a few mistakes here and there, so his technique isn't perfect like we normally expect it to be. But at the same time, I just think other guys are getting better. I mean, you're in a situation where Carlsen is this sort of dominant force, and people are starting to figure him out just a little bit. He's still the best player in the world. It's just, you know, he can be 80, 90 points ahead of everyone forever. So, also, we have Gibraltar going on, which features 2 top 10 players in the world, Caruana and Nakamura. So it's actually a little bit more exciting than with Zay because there aren't the same level of draws. So because there's more imbalances, and it's always good to see a super grandmaster beat like a 2500, because the difference between the 2700 grandmaster and the sort of the 2500 grandmaster is just massive. So always cool to see those differences. But anyways, back to this game. So far, it's been a bishop g5 group battle. I'm materials equal, so there's nothing too, and I have good control of the center, so there's nothing too bad that I should be complaining about. I really want to try and get more pressure on f7, so I'm gonna go knight g5. The idea is I'm sort of eyeing the f7 square, but I'm also threatening the really cheeky queen f3, which would hit the rook on a8. So the real threat is queen f3, but I'm also eyeing f7. Alright, so that's sort of wise of him to do what he did, playing bishop b7. But I'm wondering if I have queen b3 here. Because if I have queen b3, maybe I'm pressuring f7 again. So I'm going to go queen b3 and see what he's going to do for that. And I have a little trick. My trick is if black goes e6, I'm going to go bishop takes e6, f takes e6, and then queen takes e6 check. And then when the king goes to h8, I have knight f7 check, which is a discovery against the black queen because my bishop is on h4. So e6 is really strange to me because this allows me to do my plan, and I'm going to go for it. Just bishop takes f7 check, pawn takes, okay, and then queen takes check. And I think this position is losing because after king h8, I have knight f7. And what do you know? My opponent resigned. Wow, 14-move game, pretty quick. But yeah, in this position, b6, knight g5 looks a little bit weird, but it's actually sort of interesting because it threatens queen f3 and pressures f7. And in this position, after queen b3, it's really tough to suggest a move because if e6 doesn't work, how do you defend f7? The only thing I can see is queen e8. But again, not a move you necessarily want to be playing. So, hey, quick victory. Next. Alright, so we got Curlian. This guy's an IM, so gotta bring my A game. He goes knight f3. I'm gonna go c5. And I'm gonna take the center. Sort of. Not sort of like a reverse. It's like a reverse king. It's like a reverse Benoni right now. And yeah, I mean, if white is playing a black opening a tempo up, it's probably not bad for white. But I don't know, it's not bad for black either, right? It's a white opening, so there's a reason that the white player is usually the player that gets space in these types of openings, and so now my goal is to sort of take advantage of this free space advantage I was given. So, yeah. My setup is a little bit weird with this knight coming to e7, but I just want to be a little bit careful and cautious. And I don't think I can be really seriously worse here with the structure as it is. But knight d2 is a strong move. The idea is just to play knight e4, hitting my bishop on d6 and trying to get the bishop pair. And unfortunately, I don't think there's a way I can move my bishop away and keep the bishop pair, because then the c5 pawn is attacked, and I don't really want to play b6. So I'm going to go bishop f5. The point is that I attack d3, yeah, and then he went knight e1, okay, and now I'm going to castle. And actually, yeah, he could play this knight e4 move and actually secure the bishop pair, but I was hoping that maybe because he had to play knight e1, maybe he's a little bit lagging in development. So I gotta figure out a good move here, knight e4. I really don't want to give up my light squared bishop. I'm going to go knight g6. The idea is to sort of eye the f4 square, so that if he plays knight takes d6, I can play queen takes d6. And my knight is covering f4. Okay, a3, the idea is to play b4, it's logical. Something tells me I should play rook e8, so I'm going to do it. The point is now my rook comes to the e file, and now my bishop might go back to f8 if I get the chance now, so that he doesn't get the bishop pair. So really the idea is bishop f8 here. He can play b4 and sort of make it like a benko, or a pawn sacrifice to open the a and the b files, but I don't think that'd be correct. Okay, queen h5, I did not see that. That's an interesting move because it threatens knight g5 and it hits my bishop on f5. And knight g5 would have this nasty checkmating threat on h7. That being said, I really don't want to give up that bishop on f5. I don't know what to do. I think I might have to give it up. I'm gonna go bishop takes... Oh no, I can retreat the bishop. I'm gonna go bishop c8. And the idea is that if knight takes c5 is played, I have rook e5 hitting the queen and the knight. So my idea is still bishop f8, but the finesse was that I'm also have this rook e5 idea, so my c5 pawn is indirectly defended. Okay, f4, very interesting move. He's really trying to advance on me. And yeah, f5 looks like a sort of a nasty threat. I don't think I can allow f5, so I'm going to go f5 myself. But it's a little double-edged because this knight g5 move. And I was counting on having knight f8 as a move. I was counting on being able to defend the h7 pawn by going knight f8. So I'm going to go for that, although it looks a little bit murky. After queen f7 check, I missed this move. Queen f7 check is a real problem for me now. Because after king h8, it looks like he's maybe getting something tactical against my king. But maybe he doesn't have enough pieces. Oh no. Oh man, bishop d5 check is super strong. I don't know why I missed that. Now I have to block on e6, and I'm just losing in exchange. Or what am I saying? I'm losing the game. Queen f7 check just wins a rook. Oh, that was bad. I have to resign. Yeah, that's a very quick loss. Basically, I got into a little bit of trouble trying to hold the two bishops here, and yeah, I probably shouldn't have gone bishop c8. Undeveloping a piece to the undeveloping a piece is never a good idea, and so this particularly when it disconnects your rooks. So I should have just given up the bishop, played bishop takes e4, and played from there. Oh well. Live to fight another day, or in this case, another game. So hopefully, I'll play better the next time. So I put a game in the queue, and we're waiting on that. And yeah, let's see what happens. But that's weird. It's weird that you start off playing 2 games less than 20 moves. Definitely not what I wanted to happen. And yeah, gotta be better than that. It looks like I've gotten a challenge from someone, but I'm trying to play in the 5-minute pool, so I'm not gonna accept this guy's challenge. Chess 7 Engineer. I wonder who that is. It might be someone I actually know personally. But I sort of wanted to just play in the pool during the stream, so I'm not gonna just accept random challenges. But yeah, I'm not opposed to playing people of all strengths, really. I just want it to be random. I think it's really cool to be playing sort of random people because they're just all over the world, people you don't know. I think it's more original. Okay, Rafatovich. I don't know where this guy is from, but okay. I'm gonna go b3. This is not something that's like a try this at home type of opening, but I can afford to be a little bit creative. And yeah, if they go for this fianchetto, this is sort of the interesting touch, is that I can actually play e4 because you can't take that pawn because of the pin. And now I actually have to defend it, so I'm gonna go e5. After knight d5, I was gonna go c4. And the knight, this sort of is like an Alicon, but the problem is this knight is very badly placed on b6 usually, if it goes back to b6. And the Alicon, the knight on b6 is always a problem, because it is restricted there. So this knight went to f4, and I don't think that's very good. I'm going to start with g3, getting another tempo on that knight. And again, it lands on e6 now, but I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm wondering if I should go d4, but he's going to go d6, no doubt about it. Yeah, I'm going to go d4 anyway. And after d6, I'm thinking about playing knight b d2. It's very important now that I have these pawns on e5 and d4 that they shut out the black bishop. Because that black bishop on g7, if the center opens up, it can be a potentially really strong piece. Alright, d5 is also strange. It's never a good sign when you can't. It's either a very good sign or a very bad sign when you can't predict your opponent's moves, and I can't seem to understand what the ideas are here. I'm assuming black is just trying to open up in the middle. I'm wondering what happens if I just continue to develop. I'm gonna go bishop g2 and pretend like that nothing happened. Because if I'm able to maintain my center, I should have a pretty big advantage. So, that's what I'm thinking. I also had the option of playing c5 and closing the position, but I thought black might get something with f6. Okay, he's going to play c6. That's not good, because it's taking the square away from the knight, and the black's queenside pieces are bad, so I'm just going to castle now. And I'm sure I have a really nice position here, because I'm just way, way developed. So I'm going to keep developing, because that never hurt anyone. And, yeah, I like my position a lot. And now, d takes e4 I really don't like, because now I can sort of railroad, now I just have complete control of the center, so I can sort of railroad black here. But I'm actually going to start with a3. And the point is just to defend the b4 square. It's just a nice little prophylactic. Just stopping knight b4, making sure that knight on a6 doesn't have anything. And yes, c5 is a little bit of desperation because now I can go d5, and I really just dominate the center. So, again, look at the difference in the control of the center and the difference in pieces. It makes a huge difference. So, yeah. Okay, knight c7. These knights are really pathetic. Yeah, now I'm going to go rook e1, just to maintain my center, defend e5 again. And okay, bishop g4 is a move, but now I'm just going to go h3 and get the bishop pair if he takes. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to go bishop takes f3. And I'm loving my position. Okay, he's trying to go b5, but yeah, this doesn't look good at all. I'm wondering whether I should stop b5 or not. I could go queen b3. I'm gonna go rook b1. Just defend the b2 pawn, and then if he goes b5, I could go d6, I think. Yeah, this was my idea, and the point is I think I'm just winning the b5 pawn because now the knight has to move. So I think black's position is unraveling here. So yeah, now I can take on b5. What? I'm spoiled for choice. I'm going to take with the knight just to cover the d4 square now. Now that you and I are through. And this knight on b5 is a monster, and the knight on a6 is really bad. So I feel good. If e takes d6, I'm just gonna play e takes d6. But I can also go queen takes d6, but I'm just gonna go e takes d6. Alright, rook b6. Alright, nothing really so scary about that. Go queen d5, centralize. And now I want to put a piece on d1, a rook on d1 to solidify my pass pawn. But knight b8 I don't love. I'm going to go bishop c3, and I'm threatening bishop takes a5, which is a very nasty pin. So he defends that. I'm just going to go rook d1. I'm also sort of considering sacking my queen for the rook and knight because I just have such great control. I don't have to do it, but it would just be a fun thing to do. If I go queen takes d4, he has knight d4. I mean, queen takes d6, there's knight d4. I'm wondering if that's a problem. He's gonna go knight c d4, and I can trade queens. And then he's gonna take on f3 with check. But I can. Oh, he's not. Okay, so then I can just go bishop d5, maybe. Oh no, maybe knight takes d4. I don't know. Maybe bishop takes d4. I've lost the thread a little bit. I'm getting into time trouble, so I'm going to stop talking. But I've definitely made a little bit of a mistake because now black is back in the game. Which definitely was not what I wanted. Now if d3, I have to go king f1, unfortunately. I did something horribly wrong the past few moves, but I gotta just move faster. I think I was tooling around a little bit too much in this position there, where I just had great domination. I'm still not worse, so that's the good news. If he goes rook e8, I have rook f7 check, and then discovery. But now I have to sort of attack this pawn. Oh my gosh. I just walked into checkmate. Oh my god. Karma, I guess. I didn't win the game when I should have, and oh my god, that was awful. That was really, really awful. That was definitely a product of the time trouble and talking in the time leading up to the time trouble. Because I had such a lovely position early on, but oh well. Gotta be better than that. That was insanely bad. Insanely bad. So, oh well. Who's up next? Oh. It's always awful when you run into checkmate, especially when you sort of didn't see yourself losing any other way, you know? It's happened, it's not the first or the last time that's going to happen to me, but it's just, you want to be better than that in certain positions, so what can you do? So, yeah. Alright, so, waiting in the pool. I guess maybe it's because it's a little bit late. There aren't people like just sort of like coming in every 2 seconds, and that's always a little bit tough. But you know, I've also entertained maybe doing some matches, so I don't have to wait all the time. And then of course there's always elite chess where I can play in the arenas. But the competition in the arenas on elite chess are considerably weaker. So that's why I primarily use elite chess for bullet. And then of course during bullet I'm definitely not talking. Alright, Steve Sand. Alright, so I lost last game, so I'm feeling a bit aggressive. I want to win this one, so I'm going to go c5. Uber aggressive. Knight f3, d6. And now we have a Sicilian on our hands after knight c3. Yes. And I'm going to play a6. And this is the narrative, the most popular line, Sicilian line in chess. And yeah, I'm going to go e6, f4. And then I'm going to go queen c7. It's not the most popular move. I don't even remember what the line is called. But it's a very interesting line. And I like it. So knight c6. And typically they take on f6, actually, and then you have this weird structure where black is the 2 bishops and a central pawn majority, but the black king is a little bit weak. But he's not taking on f6. I don't know why. He just wants to sort of delay it. But my king is not going to the king side. I think that's the thing that's really important to point out right now. I'm going to go bishop d7, maybe castle kingside, maybe go knight takes d4. I don't know, but my king is not going kingside. Alright, I seriously doubt it. Okay, so bishop e2. I'm gonna go bishop e7, but again, I don't really intend to go to castle kingside. Alright, so knight takes c6. Now I can play bishop takes c6, and queen g3. Okay. He is threatening to play e5, but unfortunately queen g3 blunders the e4 pawn. So I have this very nice move, knight takes e4, which hits the queen and the bishop and the knight. And then after knight takes e4, which I think will be played, I have bishop takes e4, and he would love to play bishop takes e7, but I had queen takes e2 mate. So now I can take on d3 and again threaten mate. And I think rook takes d3 will be played. And now I think I might castle actually, because I just have a really nice. My king is relatively safe. I've traded a few pieces, and there's no real attack here on my king, because he only has 2 pieces there. So I think I'm just a healthy pawn up now. And yeah, rook 8 ed1 is sort of logical, but I can just go d5. And again, I'm not only am I up a pawn, but I have a central pawn control. So it means a lot here. So looking good. Looking real good. And again, I think white is thinking, because there aren't a lot of really good solutions here. So rook c3 is a decent try, but I just moved the queen honestly, and somewhere decent. So I think queen d6 is decent, and you can't really attack me again. And so yeah, I think I just have a good position.
When I realized I was waiting in vain, my heart began to suffer great pain, great pain, great pain, great pain, great pain.
And yeah, I think my next move would be rook c8. I think that would be my next idea, would be to play some rook to c8 and try to control the c file. So that's interesting, f5. But I'm just gonna trade queens. And I think I'm just a pawn up for nothing. And now my rooks are just gonna get a little bit active, and that's gonna be the end of the game. f6 is decent, but I just go g6, and that f6 pawn might actually be weak. So yeah. So I'm gonna try and get that f6 pawn now. So I'm gonna go rook c4, and now the idea is to play rook f4, just corral that pawn. Also, I have rook fc8, which is nice. Alright, so g3 stops rook f4, but now I can double my rooks. And also notice that this rook on g5 is really, really passive. So I'm gonna go rook e4 here, and now it actually has no squares. Now I'm actually threatening h6 to win the rook. So, yeah, I mean, the rook on g5 is really bad. And yeah, h3 just enough to hold on to it for a second, but I still don't love that rook is just bad. And yeah, I'm gonna go h6, and then after rook g4, rook takes. Now rook c4, and I'm just gonna try and pick up this pawn. And yeah, being a pawn up, I could trade rooks. And now I'm just going to go to f6 and take that pawn. And unfortunately, there isn't enough counterplay on my king side to really matter. Now I'm going to go f5, f4, and I'm way too fast. He takes both my queenside pawns, but my f-pawn is just a runner. I think Simon Williams would call him Freddy or something. Alright, yep. White resigned. Pretty clean game. I didn't get to attack in the real Sicilian manner that I wanted to. But yeah, typically when they go queen c7, you play bishop takes f6 and this structure arises. So I was a little bit surprised he didn't play bishop takes f6. But anyways, he got a pretty decent position. His mistake was queen g3. That was the biggest mistake because it just hung the e4 pawn and got me pressure on his king with tempo after taking on c2. And then, in the hands of a decent technical player, being a pawn up, but specifically a central pawn up, is just really, really big advantage, and I was able to convert. So, next. I'm like just downing the seltzer water today. I had one bottle, and now this is the second bottle. And there's something about seltzer water I always liked. It might just be the carbonation, honestly. Like, I just like the bubbles, you know, but I don't know. Who knows? So as we wait, there's been a lot of chatter about, you know, how is Wesley So? Like, who is this guy? Like, he's gotten good really fast. Like, is he the next challenger to Carlsen? And I would say Wesley So is extremely talented, but I don't know if he's the guy that can really challenge Carlsen, because in many ways he's so heavily reliant on computer preparation that I think like Carlsen could just sort of take him into the forest and whip him up a little bit. And a really great example of this was their game they played in it wasn't in this tournament, but I think it was in the Norway tournament or something, where he played, what did he play? Yeah, Carlsen played a anti-Berlin structure and just totally destroyed So in like 25 moves. And I'm a little bit concerned about So's ability to play chess when theory isn't involved. Anyways, this is a really sharp line of the Sicilian, and I'm excited that I'm playing this one because it's not every day that I get to play this. So this is actually a really, really fun line. So yeah, get excited. I'm excited. This is one of the sharpest lines in chess, the Sicilian, you know. So yeah. So rook c8 is a very tricky move because now his idea is to play rook takes c3. So I'm gonna go knight ce2 so that doesn't happen. And black is actually doing really well here. I might have done something wrong, but black is doing well here. Now I'm going to retreat again, play bishop c1 because I don't want to give up my bishop. But again, I really like black's position. So, he's bearing down on my c2 pawn, but it's not a threat yet because my knight's protecting. I'm going to play knight f4. It's not correct, but it's interesting. The point is I'm just going to try and stack on e6. So he's going to go e5. I saw that. And now I'm going to go knight e6. And it's a really not a correct move, but I just thought it'd be a really interesting try and blitz. Just a piece sacrifice, trying to just disrupt black's pieces a little bit. Disrupt the black king. And I expect queen b6 here. I expected that. And then I didn't have a good follow-up here, so that's why I didn't think this was best, but I'm going to try queen h4. The point is maybe to play queen h5 check. And again, this knight on e6 is a little bit annoying because the king on e8 can't castle easily. So this sacrifice isn't correct, but it's really fun to try, and I want to try it. And if bishop e7 is played, I might have knight takes g7 check. Okay, so knight e3 is played. That's sort of a strong move. Because it's hitting my rook on d1. And I don't want to give up my bishop on c1 for the knight on e3, so I gotta find a good move here. Wow, I'm thinking too long. I'm gonna go rook d2, just defend the c2 pawn. But I wasted too much time, so I'm gonna need to think and do less talking right now. I figure, okay, I can give up my bishop on f1, but it's not really doing that much right now anyway, so I don't really mind that exchange. d5. Wow, that's very bold. Really just trying to open up the middle of the board, and really also attacking my knight on f8. I'm gonna go on my knight on e6. That's actually the big idea. I'm gonna play knight takes f8, and black will lose the right to castle, I think, because I think black will lose the right to castle. But maybe his knight takes f8. Oh, I didn't see that one. That's a good one. But okay, I'm gonna go. Where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go e takes d5, and I think I have some counterplay here because he can go knight g6, but I can go queen h5, and Or queen, I can go queen g5 actually, hit the knight on e3, and I don't know, it's not so clear. So knight takes f1, I'll go rook takes f1. Knight g6, okay. So he's castling, unfortunately. So maybe I have some counterplay. I might just be down a piece, actually, but I do have a few pawns for it, so all isn't lost just yet. And again, I've talked my way into chronic time trouble, so I'm gonna just stop talking for a moment and play a little bit quicker. Oh my god, I just blooded my queen. Wow, the quality has not been particularly high today, has it? Wow, okay, I'm winning the next game. You can just book it right now. I'm winning the next game. Hell, earth, or high water, whatever the saying is, I'm definitely winning the next game. This is, a little bit embarrassing. Alright, this game I'm winning. Alright, so I'm gonna go King's Indian, because I said I'm gonna win the game. So I'm gonna go King's Indian and play really fast. And I'm gonna win this game. Mark my words. So this is a London system, and White has been doing very well playing this type of setups, because normally Black gets frustrated, but I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm just going to hang in there and win the game. Maybe should have gone bishop c6 instead of bishop b7, so b takes a5 was actually a threat. But I haven't done anything wrong, really majorly wrong so far. And, okay, I think it was a little bit of a mistake to play a takes b6, because he has the rook, he has the open a file, but only temporarily, because I'm about to play rook a8. And typically in the London system, White is sort of goading Black into advancing in the center, because then the h2 bishop becomes really powerful on the long diagonal. But in this case, I'm just not going to move my e7 or d6 pawns, and my aim is going to be in some ways to shut the Black bishop out the gate. Alrighty. So White does control the a file, but other than that, my position is pretty decent, so it's a question of trying to make use of that decentness, if that makes sense. I'm going to go b5, and my idea is actually to sort of just put a little bit, maybe play rook a4 and take the file. But my secondary idea was actually to play c4, and this is what I'm going to do. And my point is, now I can play knight b6 freely, because he's not going to be able to open up the file. So now I'm going to play bishop h6 maybe? I don't know. Should I play bishop h6? Yeah, I'm going to go bishop h6 first to attack this knight. And my bishop, it finally gets a diagonal where it's doing something, which is a big deal. And f4 I expected. And now I was gonna do I was gonna go knight b6. guy means business, pushing all these pawns in these menacing positions. I'm gonna go rook a4, try to control the a file. He's gonna go g5, kicking my bishop. But okay, he gets in g5 and okay, he's pushed his pawns, but my knight on b6 is really well placed. And if he goes rook takes a4, I can go knight takes a4. Wow, b3 I did not expect. I thought I could just take this. And now knight takes b3. What about rook c8? How's he going to defend c3? I don't know. I'm sure he'll tell me. But I don't like this b3 move because now I have counterplay on on white c3 pawn, so don't like that move at all. I think black's a little bit better here. If only my bishop on h6 could get out of the game. So rook c3 looks really suspect. I'm just going to take this. And if knight takes a1, I have knight a4 hitting the c3 pawn again. And now I'm just going to be up a pawn. So I like my prospects. Now I just need my bishop to get liberated somehow. So I'm going to need to play e6 d5 to get it active. But once my bishop is active, and I'm going to win this pawn on c3, I think it's a winning position. And I will have kept my promise that I would win this game. Alright, so bishop g3 does not solve the problem that he has. And I'm going to go rook takes c3. Because now I attack e4 as well. And okay, if he has to play e5, okay, he didn't play e5, he hung the e4 pawn, but now I just play knight takes e4, and yeah, that's it. And okay, I won the game. Just to review, playing against the London system, when this bishop gets played to f4, it's really not something that you want to do, pushing your e-pawn, because even if you push the e-pawn and you attack the bishop with tempo, a lot of the times then that whole diagonal when the bishop retreats to h2 is really strong. So I just left my e and d pawns where they were, traded a few pieces to relieve myself of the congestion, and then he opened up the a file, I think, a little bit too soon. Maybe should have kept the tension, but once I got control of the a file, kept the bishop out of the game. In this position, I'm not worse at all. My bishop on g7 is no worse than his bishop on h2. So now it's just a matter of sort of building on the queen side. I thought b5 and c4 were sort of an aggressive way to play for something. I didn't have to do this, but I thought I want to try and control the a file, and in order to do that, I have to get my knight to b6. So that's what I did. And then I thought bishop h6 was a nice touch, just hitting the knight. But I could have gone knight b6 right away, and then b3 is a mistake, giving me more control of the file. Because I think you should have probably played rook takes a4, knight takes a4, and then defended passively with rook b1. b3, now this c3 pawn is really weak, and now it's on cruise control. Yeah, so, good. Alright, Wham V. Who's this guy? Wham V. I'm gonna go for Sicilian again. The last Sicilian went pretty well, so I'm gonna do that again. And maybe I'll play a different variation this time. I played the Nardar last time. This time I'll play the Dragon. It's a really risky choice because I don't know it well. But in f3, okay. And I'm gonna go Dragon Door. So I'm gonna fianchetto the bishop to g7. But after bishop e3, I'm gonna go a6. And this is sort of a sexy way to play against the normal dragon. So queen d2, normally they're trying to go bishop h6, but I'm going to go h5. And this is the Dragon Dwarf. You essentially play a6 and h5, and the reason it's called the Dragon Dwarf is it's sort of a hybrid of the dragon and the Najdorf. So h5 stops this g4 move, and then I'm gonna go knight bd7 and b5. That's what I want to do. I want to go b5. The one bad thing about playing this Dragendorf strategy is if white can sort of open up very quickly in the center, you're sort of busted, because h5 really weakens your whole pawn structure a little bit. It weakens g6 and f7 a little bit, and it just is a little bit weird. So the king normally stays in the center of this line for a little while. And so my next moves, if I get the chance, is b5 and bishop b7 and rook c8. But it has the added effect of having your opponent think, which enables me to get a swig of seltzer water. Knight d3 is not a very good Sicilian move, because you're moving the knight away from the center, so I don't like that. So I'm just going to go b5 and expand. I really don't like knight b3. I think his idea might be to play knight b5. Oh, wow. Wow. His idea was to play a4. That doesn't make sense to me at all, because you don't really want to push the pawns around your king. So I'm going to go b takes a4. But I don't understand why he's opening up lines for me. And I'm going to go rook b8. And I think I have some ideas now, because everything is loose. Oh my god, queen c3, that's another weird move. Opening yourself up in the line of the dragon bishop. So I'm in a castle now, and now I have real threats like knight takes e4, among other things. So bishop d4 temporarily stops the funny business, but how temporarily? Now I'm going to go bishop. Oh, bishop b7. Bishop c4 is another weird. It's weird because my idea. Because what if I go bishop c6 now? Then knight on a4 saying, oh, he has bishop takes f7. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to go rook c8 first to pin the bishop. Wow, this guy's super aggressive. And I don't like this move either, knight a5, because everything is so weird. Now I'm looking for tactics. Maybe I might have bishop takes e4. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Bishop takes e4. Might not be entirely correct, but it looks very interesting. Because the queen has to stay on the a1 on the diagonal, yeah. Queen c3, I sort of expected that. But what are you going to do against rook b8? Knight b7. Okay, but what if I go queen c7? Bishop d5. I swear I'm not seeing any of these guys move. I'm gonna go, what if you go knight f6 right now? These knights look really clumsy and pinned up and just ugly. I gotta have something here. So first I'll threaten mate. And I'll play d5, and again this knight is on b7 is just totally pinned. I'm just gonna go e6, and again these knights are so bad. Now my idea is to play bishop f8. Okay, and now he's giving me the knights, 2 knights for the rook, and I'm in exchange down here, but I have such great central control that I'm pretty sure I'm winning. So again, I can't talk so much here because I'm a little bit pressed for time. So I'm just gonna win the game real quick. Oh no! I missed that my queen was pinned. Wow, that was an unfortunate turn of events, but I'm not going to give up because knights are tricky. It's not over yet, actually. I've managed to get some counterplay. Nice tactic by black, or by white. He's telling me it's time to resign. Yep, you're right. It was time to resign. I'm gonna tell him good game. Totally missed queen takes c4. I totally missed queen takes c4. Totally missed queen takes c4. Alright, well, I really don't want to end on a loss, so I'm gonna throw one more game in there and then see what happens. Tough way. It's always tough when you feel like you're winning and then you blunder the next move. I just missed that rook c4 move. So. So who's gonna be my victim? Who's gonna be the dude that I just end on a high note against? And I found him. He's gonna be Greek Ulysses. Maybe Greek. Maybe it's like somehow like Greek Ulysses. Okay. What is it gonna be? Okay, so a BOGO. Everyone's playing this BOGO stuff. Everyone is playing this stuff. Yep, okay, so in this structure, typically black is very solid and is trying to go d6 and e5. And so I'm thinking d6 is going to come now. And I'm going to play e4. Okay, c5 I did not expect. You know what, I'm going to go e4 anyway. Now it's sort of like a hedgehog structure. Yeah, it's interesting structure. My only problem is my knight on d2 is really badly placed. I almost want to go knight b1 and knight c3, but I think it's a little bit weird. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go knight b1 and knight c3, just to get my knight to c3. I think it's a worthwhile investment, you know. And yeah, I think my knight's way better here. So now I'm going to go queen e2 to get my queen off the line of the rook. And then I'm going to play... Oh man, I really want to play b3, but now b5 is strong. I'm going to go f4. Pretend like there's nothing wrong. But b5 is really a problem for me. I figure if I'm gonna have this weak c-pawn, I might as well have up b5 for it, so that's why I played rook b1. But black is definitely better now. I made an awful... I shouldn't have allowed b5, and the reason it happened was because my knight on c3 is unprotected. So big time gaff on my part. But now I gotta deal with it, so I'm gonna go knight b3 and knight a5. And the point is that the knight hits the bishop on b7, but also defends the pawn on c4. So now, that's why I'm going to go knight a5. I'm going to go knight a4. It's sort of weird to have your knights on the a file like that, but they're starting to create some threats, so... Now queen d2 attacks the d6 pawn. And at knight c5, knight b6. I've done well here to get a little bit of counterplay. I don't think I'm doing so badly anymore. I don't know what this idea with d5 is. Maybe it's to get rook c2 in? I don't know. Maybe it's bad that I don't see anything wrong here. Because I don't. Rook c2 is a little bit annoying, so I guess that's his idea. I think I can live with it. I'm going to try and live with it. Rook c2 will be played, yep. And then I'm going to go... Queen d4, maybe? Queen e1. I'll go queen e1. I had to defend against queen e2. Okay, so rook f1, that's a little bit annoying. Now I'm gonna go queen f1. Very passive, but maybe I have to do it. Rook ec2 is very strong. Ah, that's the problem. Is that he's threatening queen e3 check, and rook takes h2 mate. I'm gonna go rook e1, but yeah, he got a little something here. Ah, now he just goes bishop takes d5 check. Now I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing, and he can always block on f8 if I try to give a check on e8. So resign. Not my best day at the office, but what can I do? I mean, sometimes it's just going to be that way. I mean, you're listening to music, you're vibing out, you're just, you know, taking a load off. Not always going to be great days. So, hey, you can always do better the next time, and you learn something from these losses. I mean, you're a little bit more alert, a little bit more aware. Like, in this game, it all started to go poorly. Well, first of all, not realizing c5 as a move here is a bit of a problem. So maybe queen c2 wasn't the strongest. But even beyond that, I mean, I have a reasonable position here. The problem is this knight d2, this knight b1, knight c3 maneuver maybe wasn't quick enough, and maybe I should have played b3 and then move my queen elsewhere because, excuse me, because once I played knight c3, rook c8, and then queen c2, that might have been the real mistake. I should have played b3 because queen e2, this move right here, after knight e5, it puts me in a worse position because there's no really good way to defend the c4 pawn. The only way to defend the c4 pawn is by playing b3. But once you play b3, the knight on c1 is loose, and then b5 comes, and that's a problem. Note, if my rook was already on c1 and the knight was protected, then it would just be an equal position. But because my knight is unprotected here, after b5, it's just a sort of a devastating pawn break, and it sort of weakens my structure because now, even though the material is equal after an exchange on c4, now I have an extra pawn island. So if you look at the pawn islands, black has 2 pawn islands, and then I have 3. I have a2, c4, those are 2 separate islands, and then this chain of 4. And so the c4 pawn just requires constant attention, and it can't get the love it deserves. So that's the general point. Anyways, thanks for watching. Be back with you soon.